toss to White. He's in. Patriots win the Super Bowl. Brady has his fifth. What a comeback.
Hey, this is Joe Buck, and I've been lucky enough to do a lot of things in my life. World Series, Super Bowls, U.S. Opens, All-Star games. But right now, I'm on Jim on Base. So buckle up, folks. It's going to be amazing.
All right, Jim on Base Sports Show here. We're live at Tahoe, Edgewood. We're here with the great announcer, Joe Buck. How's it going, Joe?
It's going well. I just played 18 holes. I was very frustrated. However, I was going to cry for a little bit, and I fought back tears. So I didn't break.
That's good.
And I got a couple of points and hoping for better tomorrow.
Well, you know, that's good, but do you have any embarrassing moments then, or was today the day, or?
Today was the day to, hope that you didn't hurt anybody on the golf course, and I didn't. So the only person I hurt was myself and my pride, so I feel good. But, I mean, then you look around and you realize life's just not all that damn bad, so shut up and just suck it up and be a big boy.
Well, isn't it nice to be able to participate in this instead of commenting on like every single move people make? You just get to play.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of the fun thing. And I did golf for 5 years. I did the U.S. Open, and I think one of the best things I ever did was get in this event. This is maybe my 6th or 7th time, somewhere in there. And you just it reminds you how hard this game really is. So, it's hard. It doesn't all go your way all the time, and you just have to kind of laugh it off. And as an announcer, you learn that these guys are trying their best, and sometimes it doesn't work, and that doesn't mean that they're trying any less. So give them credit for being in the arena and doing the job.
Yeah. Well, is there any big events that you haven't done yet that maybe you'd like to do in your career? Or?
No, I mean, I've done this for a long time. I've been at Fox for 27 years. Now I'm at ESPN for the first year, and I'm smart enough to know that I'm lucky having done what I've done. And I grew up, my dad was a broadcaster for 50 years, and I got to follow in his footsteps and realizing that, I had a leg up on everybody, and I tried to take advantage of that, but I'm thankful for everything I've done, and I'm not yearning to do anything else. I'm ready to do less so that I can be around my kids.
Awesome. How old are the kids? Are full-time dad duty, or?
Yeah, so I'm 53, and my kids, I've got daughters who are 26 and almost 23, okay, and then 4-year-old twin boys.
Oh, wow.
And people are calling that the perfect split, but it's a lot. And but I'd like to be home, so I'm not looking to do anything. I'm happy doing what I'm doing.
Awesome. Well, you mentioned your dad, Jack Buck. So you grew up around Cardinals, those teams. I was wondering, was there any big players that maybe you look at more as like a friend or a mentor from being around that?
It's funny. When I was a younger guy, like I started with the Cardinals, I was 21, 22 years old, and they were all those guys were my age or even a little bit older than me.
Yeah.
And I remember having good friendships with players when I was growing up around the Cardinals, when I was 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 years old. But none of the stars. It's guys that nobody's heard, like Dave LaPointe and Tony Scott. But Ozzie Smith was a great friend, remains so to this day. Bob Gibson, who just passed away. But I was lucky to be around professional athletes and see what it took to do it at that level. So, I mean, I have a long list, but not a list that's going to impress anybody.
Well, my family were big Jack Clark fans, the Ripper. Do you have any good stories or moments with the Ripper?
Well, I'll say one thing about Jack. My dad passed away in 2002, I'm sorry, and he flew back to be at my dad's funeral. So while he was a stud and great for the Giants and great for the Cardinals and was kind of the one lone power hitter in those Cardinal lineups and was so good with the Giants, he's just a good person. And those are the guys that I root for. Once you get to know all these people, you realize they're just human beings. And for him to fly back and be at my dad's funeral would have meant the world to my dad, and sure as heck meant the world to us.
Well, I always wondered if you were close to him then, because I remember when the Giants won the World Series in 2010 against the Rangers, you did a call where you mentioned a bunch of good Giants through the years, and he was one of the names that you mentioned in the final call.
It's amazing that you remember that. I remember doing the list, but I don't remember the specific names. But, I'm 53 years old, and Cardinals and the Giants went at it in the 80s, and so a lot of those players are right in the front of my mind, and I did it for Jack because I just love Jack, and I don't know if he sleeps at night and he dreams of himself as a Cardinal or a Giant or a whatever, but just a good dude, and I was glad to name him that night.
Well, thanks for chatting. It's fun reminiscing a little bit with you. Wish you a lot of luck this week. And big question, are you going to be on the dance floor tonight with all the party in Harrah's, or are you a blackjack guy, or what goes through your mind when you're in Tahoe at the casino?
That's maybe the best question I've had all day. I'm going to be in my bed asleep.
There you go.
Maybe sucking my thumb and thinking about my horrific round today, and come out and be better tomorrow.
Sounds like a plan. Thanks for stopping, Joe, and happy to be able to talk to you.
And thanks for all you do. Appreciate it.